Alright, this is my continuing series of going over my Blu-ray and DVD collection. I already had a video for all the titles that start with A, and now I'm going to be doing all the titles that start with B. We got a lot of titles to get through, so I'm going to jump right in. But I will start with this nice Ben-Hur box set. Crazy Jason hooked me up with this last Black Friday. I was not out and about on Black Friday, and he hooked me up. So I think it was $10 last Black Friday. So also comes with the Ben-Hur action figure. Breaking Bad. I've got the first 4 seasons here, which are all the ones that are available right now on Blu-ray. The 5th season, I think, is 3 episodes in right now. Great series. If you haven't checked this out, it's on Netflix Instant Watch. I think they have all 4 seasons on Netflix Instant Watch right now. So great show. Definitely check it out. Get you some Los Polos Hermanos chicken dinners to eat while you watch that, and you won't be disappointed. Brothers Grimm. I'm a Terry Gilliam fan, so I've got to buy everything he makes, and he made this. Still in the wrapper. Whatever. Band of Brothers, just a great miniseries from HBO. Check that out. Battle of Britain, a little more World War II action going on there. Not World War II, but World War III or 4, who knows. Battle Los Angeles, I thought it was a fun movie. One of the few Criterions I own on Blu-ray, Beauty and the Beast, great movie. I saw this actually in my high school French class and loved it then, so that's a good one. And the Disney version of Beauty and the Beast, there you go. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Be Kind Rewind. I like Michel Gondry, and this was okay. It's got its moments. Another Criterion, but this is one of those that you can find pretty easy and pretty cheap, actually. It actually should be under C because it's Curious Case of Benjamin Button. A little cheat there. So yeah. Oh well. Recently picked this up. Blade. I love this movie. The Criterion, really great De Palma film, Blow Out. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. It's a great movie. The Blues Brothers, one of my favorite musicals, and I like very few musicals. And yes, this is a musical. People break into songs spontaneously in this, yet I still like it. Again, one day I'll do a rant on musicals. Babe, recently picked this up for $3. Nice. Babylon AD, don't judge me. Back to the Future, the trilogy, speaks for itself. Bad Lieutenant, the Nick Cage remake. Or not remake. I don't even know what you call it. Version. Anyway, Bad Lieutenant. Port of New Orleans. Got some crazy stuff in it. Bad Santa, just a Christmas classic right there. Bambi, another Disney title. I am an animation fan. The Batman Begins gift set with the little lenticular cover. Bonnie and Clyde Digibook. Bridge on the River Kwai with Digibook. It's the box set version. Big Lebowski Digibook. Staying with Coen Brothers, Blood Simple. Their first movie. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. The box, I thought it was alright. Braveheart, it's the 100 Years of Movie slipcover. So I recently picked that up. Bullet, Steve McQueen. Also, I should note this Blu-ray has a really good documentary on editing, and it's high definition feature length, I think. It's a really good documentary. Burn After Reading. I'm required to own every Coen Brothers movie. Yes, that includes The Lady Killers, which you'll see when we get to the L's. And this is the last Blu-ray, I believe, starting with the letter B. It's the Buster Keaton Short Films Collection, and I've been promising to do a review of this set. I promise you, again, it is coming. It is coming. And again, I think you can catch a bunch of Buster Keaton titles on Netflix Instant Watch if you just search Buster Keaton. I think that Kino has a few on there. So here are the DVDs that I have, starting with this nice Criterion set of Brazil, one of my favorite movies of all time. And I'm not sure, I don't think Criterion has this on Blu-ray form yet, so we'll see if that ever happens. But right now I'll stick with this nice DVD set. Breakdown. Brewster's Millions, underrated comedy in my opinion. Brick, another kind of modern film noir set in a high school for some reason, kind of like the assassination of a high school president. Bridges at Toko-Ri, good movie. Broadcast News, I don't own it on Criterion Blu-ray yet, maybe someday. Brothers Solomon, it's funny, sorry. I find Will Forte quite funny. The Burrows, hard to say, but it's actually a decent little horror western. Caught this on Netflix Instant Watch and then found it for cheap, so it's just one of those kind of offbeat kind of movies. Check it out. Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, do not own it on Blu-ray yet. Big fan, and yes, I am a big fan of that movie. Big, Tom Hanks. Great documentary, Beyond the Mat. I'm not really a wrestling fan, but I caught this on cable one time and was just glued to the TV set, and then I found it for cheap, bought it. Also, it is the source material for the movie The Wrestler. The Jake the Snake stuff here in the documentary is kind of the source material for that. That's kind of interesting. To me, anyway. Beverly Hills Cop. One of my favorite movies of all time, Better Off Dead. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it. Wow. Another one of my favorite movies of all times. Very different thematically and in every other respect. Best Years of Our Lives. Really good movie about 3 guys coming home from World War II and kind of the after effects of war. Check that movie out if you're interested in trying some classic films. That's a good one. Really good one. I'm a Christopher Guest fan, so I try to get all his movies. Best in Show. Just great. He set the bar for the mockumentary. Being John Malkovich, again, I'd like to own the Criterion Blu-ray of that. Another great World War II film, Battleground. Check that movie out if you have any interest in either World War II or just classic films. Really good movie. The Tim Burton Batman. I do not yet own it on Blu-ray. Like I said, I have to own every Coen Brothers movie, so I've got Barton Fink. It's one of their strangest movies, but highly watchable in my opinion. Sometimes you go out for fine cuisine, sometimes you go out for fast food. It's the same thing with movies. Balls of Fury. This is my Big Mac with cheese right here. Bad News Bears, the original. Bad Day at Black Rock, another kind of interesting film about the after effects of World War II. So check that movie out if you've never seen it. Great underrated Western, Bad Company, with a very young Jeff Bridges. He's always been a great actor, and this movie proves it. Check this out if you haven't seen it. Bad Company. Not to be confused with the Chris Rock, Anthony Hopkins Bad Company movie, which was just bad. Back to World War II. Back to Baton. Sam Fuller's Big Red One. One of the few Christopher Guest movies that isn't a mockumentary, The Big Picture. I like movies about making movies, and this is a good one. Bogart, Big Sleep. It's a must-own. Another must-own, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Sometimes I just find it amusing, the movies that end up side by side on my shelf. You know, Big Sleep sitting beside Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure just amuses me for some reason. An underrated movie, Billy Budd. If you haven't seen this, it's pretty cool. It's got Robert Ryan in it, and I'm a huge Robert Ryan fan. And a very young Terrence Stamp. Peter Ustinov, I believe, directed this. Yes. Produced and directed it. It's a really good movie. There's a good commentary on there with Steven Soderbergh and Terrence Stamp. Soderbergh's a huge fan of that movie. So, box set of Black Hawk Down. I hope to get the Blu-ray in this current upgrade and save, so we'll see. But in the meantime, this is a really nice box set of that. Again, back to the fast food of cinema, Blades of Glory. I like pretty much all the Will Ferrell comedies. There's some exceptions, though, believe me. This is a good thriller from the 70s, Black Sunday. It's really good. I believe one of the early John Williams scores in that. Blazing Saddles, must have for anybody who's a fan of comedy, much less Mel Brooks. I think it's my favorite Mel Brooks, actually. Oh, I've also got the DVD of Blood Simple as well as the Blu-ray. I meant to pair those up. Forgot. Born to Kill, good film noir here. Bottle Rocket, the first Wes Anderson film. Huge Wes Anderson fan. Again, I like movies about making movies, and Bowfinger is a good one, really good one. Frank Oz directed, Steve Martin wrote it. Of course, stars in it with Eddie Murphy. Back to fast food cinema, the Brady Bunch movie. The first one, not the second one. I draw the line somewhere. And I know this just came out on Blu-ray, but I'm sticking with the DVD for now. Brainstorm, until I find a good deal on the Blu-ray. That's a trippy movie. And I have the Blu-ray of this as well. Forgot to mention, I also have it on DVD. Okay, some television titles on DVD. Brotherhood, underrated Showtime series. I only have the first season. There were 3 seasons. That's a good show. And then a series that started off strong, but unfortunately kind of petered out, in my opinion. Battlestar Galactica, I've got the first 2 seasons. Season 1, and then Season 2 is broken up into a 2 and a 2.5. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. Those are all my titles starting with the letter B. I also have videos up for the titles that start with the letter A, as well as an overview video. If you just want to see what all my Blu-rays and DVDs look like on the shelves, check that out. And stay tuned for future videos covering all the other titles that I have. Again, going alphabetically. And I do have a Blu-ray update coming later this weekend, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, again, thanks for watching. I'm Magic Hour Movie Man.